There we go. There we go. What's up, guys? What's up, Funnel Team? We got DK here. We got Bill here. If you could see Bill and I both on your screen, just give me a 2 in the comments. Just want to make sure we're both pinned where you guys can kind of see us there. I do see some of you guys do get your cameras turned on. That's totally cool. All right, thank you, Celeste. Appreciate that. Oh, nice, Celeste. I like how you have "Grow with Celeste" in your Zoom name there. That's a good deal. It's good branding. Awesome stuff. Oh man, look at all these people looking to jump on board here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, yeah, we wanted to do a little bit of a special live today. And honestly, to be a
Incog.
1000% transparent and honest here, we literally thought of this like 20 minutes ago. So, no kidding. I reached out to Bill. I go, hey, are you free right now? I was like, you want to jump in the Zoom with me since like lately,
10 minutes ago.
I don't even know over the last what, like 8 months, 12 months, like we haven't been able to Zoom into Facebook. So really the only way to do this is the only way to get like multiple people on a Facebook Live is to jump into Zoom, which is what we're doing right now. So appreciate you guys being here, hanging out, taking part in this special sort of live, that sort of thing. So before we dive in, Bill, what's up? Good to have you here, man. Thank you for responding and being available at a moment's notice. What's got you fired up and excited right now to hang out with the team and to just thinking of everything that we got going on and what we're working towards?
I'm just, Dan, I'm just in the team. I'm just very pumped. I look at things, I don't know, I don't want to say different, but even when I don't make sales, I was just thinking this before we're getting on, some of the days, I'm in this for bigger reasons. I don't get up every day and I want sales every day, but the big picture is like I'm really building a business. I get up in the morning just like, just like we're Bill Gates or one of those, or Steve Jobs or something. Like literally we have for peanuts a subscription-based membership that we all own. I've told you this before. We own it. So I get up every morning now that we're international. I'm just looking for international leaders and I want to
Hmm.
blow it up. I want it one day. I want to look at 10,000 team members, 20,000 team members. And literally, I just want to show up and, shake hands and kiss babies. I mean, the money there on those numbers, guys, which any of us can do because it's not up to us.
Yep.
You bring someone in, they blow it up. And literally the money is like, I don't want to like scare anyone, but it's like over $100,000 a month in commissions
Hmm.
for no personal sales. That's how I look at the business. So when one little tip, when you're having some challenges, don't beat yourself up. You're in this for bigger reasons. If you're just in it for the shiny object, just make a quick couple bucks, that's fine, but that's not why I'm in it. I'm blowing this up. That's why I'm always you can't catch me having a bad day. And I tried, one more thing, Dan. I tried to message Ivy. He works through the night, so he
Yep.
gets started a little late. He's got some other good news. He messaged me last night. Ivy Stokes is the founder of my econ. He's my go-to guy,
Yep.
and he said his exact words. He goes, "I'll talk to you tomorrow, Bill, on a Zoom. I have some more good news for you." So I don't even know what it
Nice.
is, but we'll have some more good news about the company. They
Well,
love
I
us. They love our
actually
team, Dan. But go on.
sorry, I just got done recording a video that's going to come out over the weekend on my YouTube channel, and you guys can have the update before really anybody else hears about it. But and this is 1000% a long time in the making. I'll even give me 1 second here. Let me actually share my screen and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here because this is literally kind of like a big deal. So give me 1 second here. Just gonna
Well,
pull
you're
this
you're,
up so you
you're
guys
even
can
going
see.
to surprise me. Wow.
Oh,
I like this.
you already know this, but
Okay.
I'll share it here so everybody can see it. You guys want a little update? Comment update if you guys want a nice little update right here. Comment the word update. Let's make sure you guys are staying engaged. Let's make sure you guys are active and here and hanging out and doing all that cool sort of fun stuff. So update comments coming in. Awesome. Also really appreciate you guys jumping over into the Zoom. I know this was definitely different. This was definitely unexpected. We haven't really done a Zoom style meeting
I
in
miss
a
them.
while because again, we haven't been able to stream. I don't know if it's maybe Facebook and Zoom got divorced. Maybe they're going through marriage counseling. I don't know, but you can't link you can't link uh, Zoom into Facebook anymore like you used to be able to, which kind of stinks. So anyway, let me share my screen and let me show you guys a cool little update that is coming. Literally, I believe next week. Next week. So thumbs up if you can see my screen there. Just give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Uh, yes, good. Bill, you can see my screen. You good?
Yes.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, so when you guys go to, it doesn't matter what page or whatever it is, when someone goes to join, and this is something that has come up over and over and over again. It comes up literally every single week. I know you guys will be happy about this. You guys see on the order form right here, you guys probably get questions about this coupon code. Well, guess what, guys? As of next week, the coupon code on the sales form is going away. So there's going to be no more coupon codes. It doesn't have to cause confusion. People don't have to ask about it. It's not going to be a thing anymore. They're going to be eliminating that from the order form. We found this out, I think, literally yesterday. So wanted to pass that along to you guys. I'm sure if you guys have had people try to sign up with you, you guys have seen that there. So again, that's kind of really a good thing. Something that we're definitely glad to have happen and excited for. So that's going to happen as of next week. Now, the other thing, we'll give you guys another update. Another thing that they are working on, and we don't have a time frame, we don't have an estimate, but another thing that we're trying to work with the corporate team on a couple of things. Don't ask me when. I don't know. It's just it's come up in conversation. We're going to try to work on it. Is they're going to be adding some more countries to the country list. So right now, I think what, Bill? It's like 150 countries, give or take, that we're live in.
Yes. And we got, they have a short list. We're going through it right now to compare
Yep.
what's on the travel site versus what's on the shopping cart. And we're going to try to put, I know, we've talked about it before. We've had big Nigerian teams. The Nigerians, they hustle. They get
Yep.
a bad rap sometimes from 100 years ago when there was a problem, but
Yep.
um, they're they're hustlers, and we definitely want Nigeria. Some of the biggest teams and some of the legacy companies are in Nigeria, so that's just
Yeah.
one that I want.
Vietnam. There's another one.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Yep.
Again,
So
from the
yeah,
past, you know what I mean? Like they love us. They love us
yeah,
over there.
we're working with the corporate team to try to get as literally as many countries on that list as possible. And once we have that, obviously we'll update you guys. We'll let you know. The other thing that we're working on, and I know this has come up before, and again, don't we're working on it. I'm not going to guarantee it. We're not going to say when it's going to happen, but we're working on it, working towards it. Is trying to get some of the other states, the North Dakotas, the Montanas, and whatever, where people can't sign up. We're trying to get those states activated. So again, it's being worked on. We're trying. We're doing our best for you guys, for the team, for the company, for everything. So that's something that we're working on too. Again, don't ask us for a date. It's just something that's come up in conversation. Something we're trying to, like, as we're going through. Hey, let's add these other countries. Oh,
Yeah.
can we also add these states in too? But obviously there's some hoops, there's some stuff that's going to happen. So we got to make sure that
Can
we're,
I comment real quick on the states?
yep,
There's so few and far between, and I will say it's one of the only companies I've seen do this, but the reason why those states at one time and are still missing is they have really strict refund laws. Some of them have probably changed even by now.
yep,
So what they would do is they would say, if you want a refund, you could literally be in the company for over a year and get all your money back, a year's worth of money, and
yep,
that's after paying commissions. So that was why they were there. The other thing on that is we don't send anything to you when you purchase a membership. So I always say, look at the glass half full. You know that, Dan? If you run into a country, I mean, a state, and understand we're going to get them added, but one of those few, maybe three, I don't know what they are, states, if you run into them, and it's someone that you really want to get in, you got a relationship with, just use a different address. It's no big deal.
mm,
Literally, you can still bring them in. There's always a way. There's always a way when you try. So I just want to tell you, don't look at it like a Debbie Downer. It's a we're moving in the right direction. We're adding countries, those little states. The coupon thing's going. The coupon thing, I just want to add there. With the coupon thing, when you're in this arena, this industry, you don't want hiccups. You don't want roadblocks.
Hmm.
People do lose sales when all of a sudden they text you or they're trying to get a hold of you. What's this coupon sale? And then they go off and they don't finish the transaction.
Yeah.
So that is a real positive. It's bigger than what you probably think getting rid of
Yep.
that coupon. So you always want a
Yeah, and
mousetrap.
that's something that's when I recorded my video this morning for YouTube, that's one of the things that I mentioned. Anytime, and we found this, and not to drain, name drop, but like when we were in another company, and people went through the sign up form, and the sign up form created questions. When the sign up form creates questions like coupons or whatever, and people get confused or they have to stop the sign up process and they have to ask questions, confusion like negate sales. Confusion will literally and prevent sales from happening. So now that the coupon thing's going away, that's a really really good thing. Okay. So um, what else? What else? The other thing, well, Bill and I were talking about this literally right before we went live here, is we want to talk about doing, Billy, you had mentioned doing like either like a YouTube challenge or some type of global challenge, correct?
Yeah, like maybe, I mean, I'll just throw it out there. Maybe the YouTube can be international, or you can even make it crazier and just say, everyone try to get an international sale. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Go for a sale this week, and we'll put them in some kind of in your wheel, your famous wheel. We'll do your wheel, Dan, and
Yep.
you got your rotator, we got the team rotator, and I have a personal rotator. Whatever
Yep.
you decide, whatever the contest is, I will put some whoever the winners are in my personal rotator also, like my personal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I have a personal rotator. You have a personal rotator.
I call it my VIP rotator.
Yeah. There you go. Um, yeah. And speaking of sales, really quick, I actually just want to shout a couple of people out here real quick because I had some people that made sales. Let me just make sure I'm pulling up the right window here. I had some people. We had three people, first timers this week. I love, love, love shouting out the first timers. Um, Keith Campbell, Casper. I'm not even gonna attempt your last name. Casper A. Shout out. And Hans Meyer. See, that's a name I can pronounce. So Keith, Hans, and Casper, first time making sales this week. I don't know if all of those were international sales. I do know that both Casper and Hans are from outside of the United States. So
That's
maybe
amazing.
their first sales were international global sales. So how cool would that be if we had new international members coming in and then turning around and making international sales? So shout out to those three for making sales for the first time. That is absolutely awesome. Again, every single week, guys, I love shouting out the newbies because when we see brand new people that come in, take massive action, turn around and make a sale, it's just it's an awesome, awesome feeling. So appreciate that. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen again. I want to head on over to YouTube. And number one, I want to kind of go see what's out there, who's taking action, who's out there doing the work, give some shout outs to the people that are out there taking that action. And then what we're going to do this week is we'll do a two-part challenge. We'll do a two-part challenge this weekend. And to be honest with you, we didn't even know we are going to really do this challenge until we just said it like 5 seconds ago. I was texting with Bill, like literally, I was like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, well, I don't know, some kind of challenge. I was like, all right. So we're literally making it up as we go. We're going to do a two-part challenge. If you guys want to take part in a two-part challenge, comment the word challenge down in the description down below here in the chat. Okay. Comment challenge if you guys are ready to take part in a challenge, even though you guys don't even know what it is yet. But let's have some fun, guys. Let's get out there. Let's go have some
Can
fun
I
this
do a
weekend.
quick, can I do a quick shout out, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna head
I
on over
want
to YouTube here while you guys are shouting out.
I want to shout out Daniel Kump.
Oh, hey,
He's
that's me.
he's number two right now in sales this week. There's only one person ahead of him, and this is someone who Dan would call it sideline in the business. It's someone who joined my team, not me, all the way in 2018. That's how long I've been here, and she kicks butt all the time. You guys don't know her, but to be number two right behind her is big. and Dan's right behind her coattails. So congratulations, Dan. I know another month or two, uh, you'll probably be number one. Is that fair?
Hey, anything's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's possible. I
Congratulations.
mean, between my personal rotator and me, and
You
this
would
is,
be
you
number
know, and
one.
this is
Yep.
what I mentioned, and I'm not saying these numbers as a brag or a flex, guys. This is just truth. And this is like everything that we've been talking about all week long: mindset, attitude, consistency, all of those things that we've been talking about every single day. I know, I get it. I got a little feisty this week. I jumped up on my soapbox this week. I get it. Guys, you got to realize it's all out of love. Like I just want to see you guys win, you know. With my personal sales rotator and my own account, that's 18 sales so far this week. Like the sales are there, guys. The sales are there. Like you just got to get out there and you just got to go. And the reason why I'm sharing the screen right now, we're talking about obviously, if we were to go over to YouTube, do a search like this stuff right here, my econ 2025, my econ global, this stuff is starting to trend. So to be able to get out there and utilize this and utilize these keywords, more and more and more and more people are starting to search these keywords. So part of the challenge that I want to talk about this week is doing a YouTube challenge. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go filter this. All right, we're gonna filter this by today and see, the last time anyone uploaded a piece of content here. And I'm just looking. We're just looking right now, seeing who's out there, who's doing the work. Couple of my videos right there. Okay. I'm actually going. It's funny. This one I haven't even done this video yet. See right here it says scheduled for noon. I'm going live at noon today, so I'm going live today at noon. And this is just getting out there, doing everything we can, everything I can to just get sales. Right, Mark? What's up? Mark's on with us live right now. There's one of Mark's videos, my Econ 2025 review. Boom. And he's doing a review of the income shifting, adjusting your W4, which we just talked about literally yesterday. I got a video from Jason in there. Awesome stuff. Beth, what's up? Mary, Celeste, Shannon. Awesome. Oh, see, look at you guys are making videos on what we just talked about, which is absolutely awesome. I got more people waiting to come in here. Give me 1 second. Boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, boom. More people coming in. All right, good. Uh, Great thumbnail, Shannon. Awesome job there. Beth, awesome. Way to go. Isabella popping some content in there. Good stuff right there. We got Jason. See, here's what's good, guys. Here's what's good to see and good to know. When we go do a live search right now, when I just go search my econ and I look at all the videos that people are putting out, everything that I see right here is all our team. It's all our team. And all these videos were literally done in the last in the last day, which is absolutely awesome. So appreciate that. Now let's head on over to one of the.
One thing on that, Dan, also is that remember when we got re-engaged with my econ, there was a lot of old school
Oh
veterans,
yeah.
all
Yep.
the videos, even the ones that said scam, all those kind of guys.
Yep.
And we said we'll knock them down. We even told the corporate we're going to knock them down, and we
Yep.
did it. We did it. I mean, there's the proof. We did exactly
Yep.
what we said. So
So I'm going to head on over to now. We're just going to shift the keywords around. Instead of doing my econ, we're going to do my econ global. So I see Lori. Obviously, she's on our team. There's me. So little bit more of an opportunity with global here. You can see just regular my econ. There was a lot more videos. Once we get into global now, these are 6 days old, 5 days old in there, 5 days old. So a little bit more of an opportunity to get some my econ global videos out there. Remember, when we look at, if we just type in my econ, these keywords here are starting to trend. So what I want to do for a challenge this weekend, starting today, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like we've done before. One of the challenges that we're going to do, and this is Bill, you can agree or disagree or add your commentary here in a second. What we're going to do is we're going to do a two-part challenge. Number one, make a video today, tomorrow, or Sunday on YouTube, full-length video, meaning longer than a minute, 1+ minute or longer. Hold your phone horizontal, not a short. A 1+ minute video. use the keywords my econ global or my econ 2025 global. Those are the trending keywords. Put a video out there, okay? And then on Monday morning, we're going to do what we usually do. We'll go over to the wheel of names. We'll pick one winner there, okay? And then what we're going to do is I suggest that, and Bill, let me know on this one. What we're going to do is if you create a video, you'll get one spot in the wheel, right? You'll get one spot in the wheel. If you create a video and you also get an international sale, Bill, what do you want to do here? Do
You
you
can
want
just
to
make it.
double up their spots on the wheel and increase their chances of winning, or do you want to give them even more spots in the rotator so maybe they can make more sales? What do you want to do? What do you guys
Uh,
want? Do you guys want more chances to win, or do you guys want more spots in the rotator? So comment
I,
wheel or comment rotator. What do you guys think is fair? What do you guys think is the best thing to do?
I
As we,
think more.
I want to
I th
award the action takers here, the people that get out there and go do the videos. And if you get a sale, you might get even more. Or what we could do is we could have a couple of winners. We could do a winner for whoever made a sale and do one spin the wheel one way, or we could do whoever does a video, we
I'll
spin
give
the
you my
wheel
vote,
and do it that
Dan.
way too. There's a
I'd
bunch of
like the
different ways to spin it.
I would like more rotator spots because whoever the winner is really should be rewarded. That's just me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like let's try to get them let's make it count. Not just it's not just getting in there. Let's make it count. So we'll bring them out and say, hey, did you got a sale from working, and then
Yep.
we gave you a sale for out of team love. You know what I mean? For doing what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, I mean, looking at the comments coming in here, most of you guys are saying rotator spots. So okay, I would agree with that. So let's do that then. Let's do that. So
hey
we
Dan,
want to do
you don't have to
two.
change it, but I have some other keywords for there. I know the global's jumping, but you could still use the global, but some of them that we could also capitalize on to move them up is worldwide and international. Just something
Oh
to think
yeah,
about
like
if
if
you
you
can put
did,
them in the title, like we did with the other company.
yeah, like my econ. Uh, oh yeah, that actually comes up automatically.
Yeah,
You
there you
type it
go.
up, you can see right here, it actually starts to come up worldwide training, which is kind of cool. So
Yeah,
the words have been used before, which is good. So yeah, you could do worldwide training, world my econ worldwide. Good, yeah, good thinking there. Or wonder if I type in international.
this is
Come
new.
on, why is this not typing? Come on. Oh, international 2023. So that's old. So if I were going to use one of the two, I would use worldwide.
Okay.
But the other thing to think about, you can use worldwide or you can use global. Just giving you guys the different options here. Worldwide or global in the keyword itself, in the title of the video, you speak it in the video, you have it in the headline of your video, meaning like if you come over to here, like if you look at Mary's video right here where it says My Econ 2025 Global, you could put worldwide or you could put global over here, but maybe on the thumbnail, it could say international. You know what I mean? Like now international, now across the globe, whatever it is. You guys could do that. Okay, so now let's think about this. And let me ask you guys down here in the comments, okay? And Bill, let me know your 2 cents. Do you guys want to do one wheel for the YouTube challenge and then one wheel for the sale challenge? Or do you want to combine them both and do basically one winner gets the biggest reward? Or do you want to split it and do, one winner for taking action on YouTube, one person for, getting a sale? What do you guys want to do? Two different wheels or one wheel? What do you want to do? I think comments are already saying two different wheels, so I think we have our answer there. Okay. Well, we
Split
could
the
do
team.
that. We could do that. So there's a challenge, guys. There is officially the weekend challenge. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you guys get one international sale, you guys will be entered into the wheel. Okay. Now, I don't think we're gonna know this that you guys get a sale. So what you guys will have to do is when we go live, you know what? Let's try to do this ahead of time. I'll put a post in the group today. I'm gonna make myself a note. I'm gonna put a post in the group today, an international sales post. And if you guys get a post, you're going to have to comment on that post. Um, so that way we can know and we can check it, and we can also validate that, you did get the sale.
Yeah,
So
that's
we'll
cool.
put a
Let's make
post.
it
What's
going.
that?
Yeah, let's make it a post and let's have some fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll put a post in the group. So if you guys do get an international sale, you guys can comment on that post. We can check it and validate it in the back office. And then you guys will go into the wheel. That'll be one. And then number two, we'll do the wheel on Monday morning for the YouTube challenge. Now, the YouTube challenge for me, I don't have to do a post for that. You guys don't have to worry about posting. What I'll do is I'll come right back here when we go live on Monday, and I'll literally look on YouTube live and we'll verify. We'll look at the wheel of names. We'll make sure it's all accurate. Everybody's in there. So remember the qualifications on the YouTube challenge. It's got to be a video longer than a minute. Use the keywords global, worldwide, international, 2025. Okay, use those keywords and put a video out there about, obviously how exciting this is, that we're looking for leaders, that now is the right time. Now this is starting to trend. More and more people are starting to, be intrigued and start requesting information, and they're searching for information on YouTube about my econ, especially going global. So now is a great time to put that content out there. And, we'll reward you guys, or reward one lucky winner for that. And we'll put you not only in Bill's rotator, but my rotator as well. We'll give you guys some love all next week and try to help you guys get more sales. Okay.
Hey
Everyone
Dan,
sound good? Everyone ready for that? Comment ready. If you guys are ready for that, let me know. Let me know you guys are, fired up. Get excited, man. Let's go. Like let's get out there. Let's go have some fun this weekend, guys, man. Let's go have some fun. That's what this is all about. Okay.
so Dan, another thing on the YouTube on that ongoing post with the if they get a sale, why don't we like just really have some fun like we used to do? Why don't we they can drop their YouTube video and every time they make one, I don't care if they make one, I don't care if they make 20, and it's just like a juice post because I go to YouTube videos all the time, give likes, comments. We could do like we do with Facebook, but now we go into YouTube and we give them love and help them, their as you call it, their ranking
Yeah, yeah,
algorithm.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah, we
mean?
could do it that way too. So yeah, just
Yeah.
like we did with about 2 weeks ago, we did, like a juice post on Facebook where everyone went to each other's posts and they commented and everything. So yeah, we could do the same thing with YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Um, so why don't we do this then? Um, I'll do the sale post, the international sale post. You want to drop a YouTube challenge post in
I
there?
I would just put it all in one, Dan.
Oh
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
would.
we could do
Yeah.
that.
Let's just have one post where we're just having fun. So we're keeping accountable. We're looking at it. Even I'm going to make a video as soon as I get off here. I'm going to make an international video, go after some leaders, because
Okay.
that Hans story is bigger than, I don't know. I know you were excited, Dan. That inspires me. That whoever Hans is, that's a segment that we never had, and Hans
Yeah.
is building in another country. Whoever Hans
Hans and
is,
Casper, those are two. Those,
yeah,
both of those people are from outside of the U.S.
that is so huge that can blow up. We
Yep.
we never had that opportunity. So it's happening right in front of our faces. This is
Yep.
this is huge. That's what I look for. That kind of growth.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. So, okay, cool. So that's the challenge. That's the weekend challenge. So it's time to get out there and get to work, guys. Now, obviously, this was spur of the moment. This was a little impromptu. So while you guys have us here, oh, you know what? Before I ask that, Bill, anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to cover as far as what's going on, what we're working towards, what we're looking towards, the rest of 2025? Anything else you want to cover before we open it up?
Just briefly, that team, we got a large, Dan, I think they like the Zooms. We got 74 people here compared to Facebook group. We're
Yeah, I know, right?
we're we're, we're kicking we're kicking butt here. So with that said, just how serious this is, okay? Um, we're not springers, if you know what I mean. We're not shiny objecters. We're doing something big here. And it doesn't matter. You don't rate yourself in short term. You rate yourself over time. So for instance, if you're having a lousy day, don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow's another day. But think of the big picture. We're international now. We're going big. It's not just about you and your personal sales, it's about your team. As you build your team, it's their personal sales and their sales and their sales. And you just start building a real organization. We're a we're serious here. Okay. Um, we're not in the niche. That's what I got, Dan. I mean, we're gonna blow this up.
Hmm.
Um, we're gonna have a lot of fun, but the company from corporate, from the corporate side, they love us. They're doing everything possible that we ask for. So let's stay united. Let's be united, and let's build, and let's help each other, and look
Hmm.
at the big picture. The personal sales are great. They pay for the peanut butter sandwiches, as I like to say. But as your team grows, and if you look at the big picture, that's when you get, the filet mignon. And by
Yeah.
the way, you got to make personal sales. 90% of your business should be shooting for personal sales, but 10% on a daily should be going after captains, which are
Hmm.
leaders, and international people and leaders. And
Yep.
your business will grow overnight, even if it's not overnight. That's what will happen. That's what I got for you, Dan.
Yeah, let me tell a quick story here, and I hope you guys can like. The reason why we tell you guys this stuff is it's the truth, it's real, and I want you guys to also see and really understand the big picture, long term focus that we're talking about right now. I've been working with Bill since 2017. We've been in the same companies working together, and out of three companies, we've always built big. We've always built really, really big teams and made a really good amount of money. Um, the reason why we're at here today, just quick story so you guys can understand it. Back in, one of the companies we were with back in 2018 changed their comp plan. Nothing we could do, completely out of our control. Had a team of like 2,600 people making really good money, 5 figures a month, and then boom, the owner of the company changed the comp plan and the income got cut in half. So we moved over to something else, built another really large team. You guys know what happened a little over a year ago, right? We built a really, really huge team with another company. Um, Bill didn't get paid. Stuff happened. Servers crashed, and we literally lost our entire database and the entire team. Like all the reason why we've shifted gears over the years is stuff that's completely out of our control. You know, Company owner changed the comp plan. Nothing we can do about that. Servers crash. The whole company loses its data. We have to start from zero. Nothing we can do about that. But again, when you look back to the end of 2023, where we built huge teams, thousands of people. We here at the funnel team, like guys, we have a lot of experience and we know what we're doing. And now, guess what, guys? We're doing it again. We're building and growing again. And I know like some of you guys have reached out to me. I've thought it myself. Don't like please the day-to-day thoughts are real and we're all real. We're all human. We all go through, the peaks and valleys that I've been talking about all week. And I've even had to give myself a checkup from the neck up a couple of times lately to be like, man, I should be making more sales, or we should have more team sales, or this should be that, or that should be this. Or like, it's easy to it's easy to get frustrated. Okay, but when and Bill and I were talking about this like a week ago when he was actually down here, we were out at dinner and we were literally talking about this. When you step back, kind of away from your thoughts and your opinions, and you look at data, and this is where for me I've always won. I've always succeeded because I take the emotion out of it. And I want you guys to maybe do this, in your own business too. You take the emotion out of it and you look at the data. And I kind of said, I said to Bill, I said, wait a minute. I said, we've done this 3 times now. We've always built huge teams. So when I compare where we're at right now with the funnel team, with my econ, I'm like, we're about 8 months in, 8 months into this journey. If I were to go back to 2021, when we started our last new thing that built big, and I were to compare where we were 8 months into that, I'm like, we're on the same exact path. We're on the same exact path. We're adding new team members every single week. We're making sales every single week. This thing is growing every single week. The only difference now is we have more experience. we've been through it. So does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense. Like we are on a really, really, really good path right now. And we've learned a lot over the years. We've made some mistakes. We've tried things that maybe we shouldn't have tried. And I think we know what that is. Okay.
Mhm.
But we've learned a lot from our experience. And we are on an incredible path right now. We have an incredible opportunity. We have an incredible compensation plan. We have incredible products and services. And we have a lot of experience, knowledge, and so many things on our side right now that are all helping us. And we are on a very strong trajectory northward right now. And we couldn't be in a better place. So make sure you guys give yourself some grace. Make sure you guys take a breath and just keep moving forward every single day. We are in a great spot and it's just going to continue. As we've always said for years, it's just going to continue to get better and better and better. I hope that stuff makes sense.
Last piece on that, Dan, is about working behind the scenes for the team. We do care. There's a lot of blood, sweat, equity. It's insane. But I want to say something. So I've been in my econ actively, meaning I've always had an account since 2018. And when we segued, I still kept my account. But I've been asking for global for years. I mean, they're a 20-year-old company. And when we re-engaged, and what Dan means, one thing was about smarter. We shouldn't have re-engaged. We should have never even strayed, but that's another
Mm-hmm.
story. But that's more experience, right?
Yep.
So, but when we re-engaged, because of what we'd done in the past, they knew how serious we were, and they know what we can do, and they appreciate us. So, the communication, even though it was great, the corporate leadership in my econ is the best I've ever worked with. I told you before, I get emotional. I've never raised my voice to them. I've never gotten angry with them. I've never really truly gotten upset with them. And I've been pushing for things. And the one thing I asked for, well, they asked for me, is that if we ever, you know, get butt hurt, to communicate,
Mm-hmm.
because they appreciate us and our communication is there, where we're getting the things we want. I mean, look what we've done. We're
Yep.
international. And by the way, the CEO is I'm just going to say at the end, the CEO is a little bit more conservative than the other parts of the corporate leadership. And you know, now they're just, because they took a leap of faith and they were able to do it legally and ethically, because we're
Yep.
legal in other countries. We're literally like, they're thrilled with what's going on. You never know until you do it. So as Dan always says, let's not worry about it. Let's do it, and then we'll fix things. How do you say it, Dan? We'll fix it if it's a problem at the time. You always have a
Yeah.
phrase that you tell Ivy. But
Yeah.
so anyway, I want you to know that you know, that's the big part about this company. It's
Yep.
uh it's much better working with a professional and ethical company. That's the experience I have.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of this whole thing we do here, this fun that we do here.
Yeah. Like that fixing comment you just made. Like I've had people say like, hey, um, are we going to have training or are we going to have funnels or are we going to have, material available in French or Spanish or, Hindi or like, another language or something like that. And it's like, we're not going to go running around changing a bunch of stuff if it's not warranted. Um, and I think, part of the forward thinking as we look down the road, if we, let's say, we do blow up in another country and we have thousands of people who speak Portuguese or Spanish or whatever it is, then yes, absolutely 100% we would turn around and we would go make a Spanish speaking funnel or a Portuguese funnel or a French funnel or, even French training, a training site or whatever it is, or a how-to guide or something. We would do that if it's warranted, but we're not going to run around and create all this additional work if the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Okay. So, we just want to make sure that we have, again, when you and this is why I always like to kind of level set with you guys. Like when you take the emotion out of it and you look at the data, what does the data tell you? What does the data say that is needed or not needed or whatever? And then when you have that data, you can be like, okay, now this is a very sound decision that we're going to make because of we have the black and white data. So we're definitely going to do that. So, before we adjourn, guys, any questions for Bill or I while you guys have us here? Otherwise, get out there, go crush it, man. Let's go make it a great weekend. Let's go make it a fun weekend. Put some content out there. Let's go make some sales. Let's really go after it so we can reward you guys as much as possible on Monday. And then who knows? Maybe, I don't know, maybe Bill will, what do you guys think? Maybe on Monday we'll be back here with you guys in a Zoom, and we'll do the same thing. We got much more people jumping on board here to the Zoom than we do on a Facebook Live. So that's kind of crazy. Kind of funny how that works, isn't it? It is kind of funny how that works, but
People like to see themselves.
yeah, I guess so. I guess so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what? Zoom's
Interactive.
just it's a little more intimate, which I think is kind of cool. And you also you don't have the distractions of Facebook. And trust me, guys, Facebook is a distraction because I know, like when I'm sitting here hosting the Facebook Lives for you guys every single day, and I got my phone. This is how I do it. I literally have my tripod right here, and I got my phone here, and it's normally right out here. And I can tell you guys are jumping on and off because it will say, like, oh, Bob is now watching live. And then 2 seconds will go by and they'll say Bob is watching live again, which means that Bob was on the live. Then he jumped off the live. Then he jumped back on the live. And I could see it because many of you guys will be like, you're on, you're off, you're on, you're off. And it's like when you're in the Zoom, you're just kind of in the Zoom. You're not getting distracted by social media. So
Hey, Dan, I
anyway,
want to give a quick shout out real quick. I want to welcome Jim Williams. Hey, Jim. Jim is a new sign up. So
nice.
just want to welcome a new personal after texting back and forth for quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Anyway.
I saw, for me, I think I saw Althea in here. She literally just joined days ago. Um, came in at the highest level. She's already here with us in the Facebook group on the Zoom. So, again, just like whether it be, Keith or Casper or Hans, people just brand new people jumping in, taking action, showing up, doing the thing. It's just awesome to see you guys. So appreciate you guys, that are doing that right there. So, guys, any questions? Drop a comment in the chat if you guys have any questions for us. If
Are
we don't see
coming
any,
out. Are
what's
coming
that?
out. Are
Oh
coming
yeah, yeah.
out.
You can unmute your mic
You
to
can
ask a
unmute them.
question if you want. Um, and we'll hang out here for another 30 seconds to a minute. If we don't have any questions, we'll wrap up.
Hey, Dan, with that last minute, as you're getting the questions, one subject, I wasn't going to hit it because you were going to close out, but that thing that we talked about yesterday about if we took the so-called leaders in the industry, which are just money grabbers,
Yep.
if we took how many opportunities they've been in the last 8 years, however many years you've been doing this, we did the math, it would be probably over 100 opportunities.
Oh, for
And,
sure.
and that's
Yeah.
some education. If you want to do a quick educational chat real quick, unless you want to close it out, because I just think like a lot of shiny objects, but if you look at the shiny objects, the pimps, you would see how many they're in. They're not building anything. So if you want to put it in
Yeah,
your
it's
little,
well, you know what you could do with that information is, and what we're getting at is like, you know, I would take the shiny object syndrome. We kind of over the years we've called that SOS, right? Um, or like shiny ball syndrome, shiny object syndrome, and create some content around that. Say like, for all you, creators out there, for all you people either in affiliate or network or digital marketing that are literally just jumping from one opportunity to the next, hoping to strike it rich. Why not be part of something special? Why not be part of something that has longevity? Why not be part of a company and a team that's, been in business for 20 years that has, the track record where if you just stick with it, you can create what everybody is after. Literally
yes.
what everybody is after. Passive residual income. You cannot create that selling courses. You can't. You cannot create passive residual income jumping from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And, I follow, and I'm still on email lists from big so-called gurus over the years. And, they literally promote 50 to 100 different opportunities every 6 months. And it's sickening because they will never get to the point of passive residual income because they constantly jump from one thing to the next. And it's just all they do is they drag all their following from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, because everything is the latest and greatest, hottest, most lucrative offer. And then, I mean, there's one right now, and I guarantee you, and I've documented this on videos and Facebook. And I got some hate for it, but it's like, months ago, everyone was like, oh my God, you got to sign up for this thing. It's the latest, the greatest, pre-launch, pre-launch, pre-launch. And then literally 60 days later, all the people that were promoting it were moved on and promoting something else. And it's just like, why not stick with something? Why not be true to yourself, stick with something and give something the time it deserves and build it the right way? You know what I mean? Okay.
Absolutely. And then the newest one, got to say it, E for empty.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, don't be afraid to put some content out there about longevity and about being in it to win it for the long haul, and to stop chasing the shiny ball, stop jumping from one thing to the next. Be part of something that's true and real and has documented success in the industry. So Christina's got a question in here. What is one thing that you changed that made the biggest difference, not including teach, learn, educator mindset, please and thank you. So, oh, you mean like invest, learn, teach? Christina, you talking about something different than invest, learn, teach? Is that what you're referring to?
It's
Um,
not including
yeah. Okay. So
teach.
I'll go first on that one. Um, so one thing one change that I made that made the biggest difference. Um, you know what? I'm going to try to say this without sounding like a broken record. But obviously ILT was huge, teaching people what I know. But that's a concept. Okay. So now if we talk about the knowledge and what we've learned and what we've gained, and more specifically, how to apply it. So I'll talk about how to apply. Like a big difference for me in application was really kind of like a two-part deal here is consistency, which I know we talk about all the time, but more specifically with the consistency is creating a schedule for myself. And this is not only now while I'm home and I'm home every day and I'm full time doing this, but even when I was working a job, like back when I was really building and getting things going, like many of you guys are, the best thing, the thing that made the biggest change for me was creating a schedule that I could show up to every single day. So back when I was working a job, I was a retail store manager for the Home Depot. You guys have probably all heard of that big orange box, right? I was a retail store manager. I was working probably 55, 60 hours a week. Great salary, made a good amount of money. But it just was not satisfying to me. And I didn't have the life that I wanted. So I made a commitment. And please note this, please take this into consideration when I'm talking about what change did I make. I made a decision, and it was a very powerful, but very impactful decision that I'm going to figure this out. I decided, and just because you guys signed up, just because you guys showed up on the Zoom, just because you guys posted a piece of content, does not mean that you decided. You decide officially that you're going to figure this out no matter what. And when you decide, nothing will get in your way. Nothing's going to stop you. Not tragedy, not loss, not your job, not your spouse, not your significant other, nothing. Once you actually make the true decision that you're going to figure this out. So I made that decision many, many years ago. And then I created a work schedule and I showed up to my business every single day. So after my full day of work, I would literally hang out with my family, would have dinner, hang out with my son, put him down to bed. And then from like 9 o'clock at night till about 12 or 1 a.m., several days a week, I showed up to my business. I created content. I went live. I learned things. I applied things. And I did that 5 days a week. And I committed to that. And it was that decision, creating that schedule to show up to each and every day, each and every week, month over month, that created the routine that built that consistency over time. And that's what led to me, that's what led to me getting into ILT and creating that consistent content over and over and over and over again. And that consistency led to my full-time income. So, one thing that changed for me was creating that work schedule. Because in the beginning, I didn't have a schedule. I was just randomly doing stuff. But having that made all the difference in the world. So I hope that makes sense. Bill, anything to add to that, or anything that, that kind
It's
of changed
sort of the
game for
same
you?
thing, sort of the same thing in a different way with the consistency. What I decided, it just happened that I became bulletproof. When I'm working an opportunity that I love, meaning that is serious, um, I try to take it to the next level, meaning I'm bulletproof, I'm unrecruitable. And where does that come in? Anyone can say that. Here's where it really comes in. I get signups because of that. Um, I get my signups are different than Dan's and Kirsty's, okay? And different than I'm thinking some other Shannon and Nicole's and Celeste. My sales are a little different. I mean, it's not a bad or good thing, but mine, I get a lot of sales because of my consistency. My number one phrase when someone joins me through email, because I do email, list building, it's a little different. And my number one response when someone joins me overall is I've been getting your emails for months.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say years.
Yeah.
And I'm going to join you because I know you're serious
Yeah.
because they don't get shiny objects from me. That is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And then I've parlayed that into going after leaders and captains, and I'm not shy to now. There's a different ways, and Dan's it taught this many times. There's a way, a proper way of inboxing someone. I don't inbox 1,000 people. If you want to do that, God bless you. But I do inbox center of influence, other leaders and captains, and I'm not afraid of rejection. And they know I'm serious, so they're respectful most of the time. If they're not respectable, I laugh about it. Dan will tell you, I messaged him just the other day, oh, this Jo, who we know, he said this to me. He gave me the old, I'm going to say it. He gave me the old, you don't have to message me again about it and follow up. That was his way of saying, get lost. And I
Yeah.
laugh with Dan because, we're peers. I know this person and he knows me. He just got sick of me not being in a shiny object. So
Mm,
let me get away from that. So I reach out to captains and I always tell you guys that. So what happens also, and I mean this, now listen, I'm not picking on anyone. There's a few names that I know that have worked with us that and I giggle to myself. And once in a while, I go on and I could make a comment, a little wisecrack. I know marketers that get more reach than me when they put a post up about their new opportunity. They'll get 300 comments. And I call them the springers because they just jump and jump and jump and jump.
mm-hmm.
So when someone goes to my wall and they're looking at my econ, so they're actually looking at our company, I don't hide it. I don't hide, I do once in a while the strategy that some of us do,
Mm-hmm.
where I'll say, message me for the details. But there's lots of times that I put the link right out and I want everyone to know. I do it a little different. I want
Mm-hmm.
everyone to know that I'm the my econ guy because
Yep.
then when they're looking, they're looking out here. I never met the person and they do a search for my econ. They find me on Facebook. And then when they scroll my wall, it doesn't look like Las Vegas with all the
Yep.
billboards of a new opportunity.
Yep.
That is the biggest short-term, long-term advantage that you'll have when you're a serious business owner instead of just doing a thing. Treat your business like a business and not a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll have the success that you want because you're working a real business instead of the thing. This is not a lottery ticket. There is hard work, but it's still the best industry ever. I
Yep.
wake up every day with sales, team sales. I didn't start that way. Everyone starts at zero. I started at ground zero again, all because I was active in my econ. When we decide to re-engage here, Dan knows I use the word ground zero because Dan's had some days that I've had to talk with him, right, Dan? You're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like he told you, he had to get a checkup from the neck up.
Yeah.
And we know where we're going.
Yep.
That's what keeps us going. I hope
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah, like Bill, exactly what you said. Shannon just dropped it in the comment now. Like it's just, and this is where, you know, consistency really comes into play. Like Shannon says, I've had a good amount of people watch for several months and then say, I'm ready to join now. And that's like the reason why Shannon or Celeste or Nicole or anybody that is out there putting out consistent content, like people will see your content over and over and over again. And then because you're doing the same thing, because you stayed consistent, you stayed with the same company, the same opportunity, you didn't jump around. You're not promoting your 47th opportunity in the last 6 months. Because you stayed consistent, people will be like, okay, I'm finally going to go check this out. And they'll reach out to you and they'll say, hey, yeah, Nicole in the comments too. Perfect. Said had someone watch for a year and then finally decide to join. It's like you never know when someone's going to be ready, guys. And this is where consistency comes into play. Like it's easy to think that, hey, I'll just put out one video, I'll put out one piece of content, or I'll be kind of consistent and let the sales roll in. But it's just with that consistency, it really does build a lot of trust and confidence in your viewers and the people that are watching and looking at your content. So just please keep that in mind. Okay. That's a real thing. Okay. Yep. Planting seeds every time you post. I agree 100%. All right, guys. I appreciate you. I know Bill appreciates you. Thank you guys for being here. We've gone coming up on an hour right now. So we're going to get on with our day. And I got a live coming up at noon that I got to get ready for. And get out there, guys. Get ready for the challenge this weekend. Remember, there's going to be 2 wheels on Monday. We'll be right back here live with you guys on Monday. We may or may not jump in the Zoom like we did today. We probably will. And then we will award some people live on Monday. So those of you guys that get out there and take the YouTube challenge, and then those of you guys that get international sales. Can't wait for that. I love helping and shouting you guys out live. So appreciate you guys. Bill, thank you for being here. And we will see you guys on Monday. Take care, everyone.
Love yous.